topic. Isn't it? Alright. Imagine having the ability to create any landscape or any situation at your fingertips at any given point in time. The possibility of unlimited creativity at your fingertips. No boundaries, no limit. The only way to do this is through heavy meditation or lucid dreaming. The reason lucid dreaming interests me so much is because it takes tens of years of practice of meditation, while everybody who is born has the ability to lucid dream. Out-of-body experiences have been recorded for centuries. Lucid dreaming is linked to longer lifespan, higher intelligence, lower stress levels, and better sleep. Not only does it have insane benefits, but it's an interesting topic that has been researched for years on its intense effects and vivid imagination. Lucid dreaming is a state of mind where one is aware that they are dreaming and can control their surroundings, emotions, feelings, and the outcomes of their own thought processing. I've been interested in lucid dreaming since I had one my freshman year of college. Amazing experiences, and I wanted to learn more on what was going on behind the scenes in your head. Exploring this topic takes lots and lots of questions, which I'll be asking a lot of. In order to explore lucid dreaming, we must first ask, what is a dream? After discussing what a real dream is, we'll talk about the benefits and results of dreaming, and finally discuss what our bodies do while we're dreaming, which will surprise a lot of you. As I said earlier, lucid dreaming, which was actually coined by a Dutch psychiatrist named Frederick van Eden, is a state of mind in which you are conscious and aware that you are dreaming. Many scientists have definitions for conscience, but my favorite is Aristotle's. Consciousness is a state where one is aware of their surroundings and can feel and think in a subconscious mind. An example to think about this more deeply is somebody who is born deaf. When you're born deaf, you've never heard words, you've never heard what thought is, but you still have that little voice in your head. Every one of you are thinking and processing what I'm saying right now, which means you're consciously aware of what's going on. Somebody who's deaf from the moment they're born, what do they think in their head? What's in the back of their subconscious mind? You have no idea, and neither do they, because they've never heard anything before. So what's going on in their head? They're still processing things, they're still seeing things, but what are they thinking? They still have a conscience, it's just very different from all of ours, because we've heard things before. Now when you're dreaming, your brain creates images during REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, and yes, this is taken literally. When you fall into this deep sleep, your eyeballs are shaking, vibrating ridiculously fast behind your eyelids. It's a weird concept to grasp, but if somebody were to ever sleep with their eyes open, you'd probably be pretty freaked out. The human being can only dream things that they have physically seen before. So anything you've ever dreamed before, that I've never been there, I've never even seen that. At some point in time in your life, you've thought of that or seen it before. So if you've dreamed of like an empty glass house, or that you're flying over New York City and you've never even been in New York City, the fact that you've seen it before in a movie or somewhere and that's processed through your brain means that you can dream it. It's impossible to dream something that has not been processed through your brain. You can change thoughts and you can change things that you've seen before to warp them and creatively make them your own, but you can never dream or even think of anything that you've not physically processed or seen before. Much like the brain and having to see things, you must feel things in order to feel them in your dream. When you kiss a girl that you like in real life and you get butterflies in your stomach, the same exact feeling is going to happen in a dream. You're going to feel that butterfly, that intense effect. If you're scared for your life in a nightmare and you're running away, it's because that amount of scaredness has been run through your body before. The basic knowledge of dreaming is nothing to what the brain actually does, but it gets our foot in the door. Lucid dreaming matters because you can control everything I just said. Your feelings, your emotions, your physical outcomes. The ability to control where you are is all very possible. Not only can you control yourself physically, but you can also control your emotions. Turning fear into adrenaline, turning anger into happiness. Visualize any scenario you've ever been through and wished it had gone differently. You can do that in a dream. That's what dreams are. It's how things are invented. It's how things are made. So if you wanted something to go differently, it's very possible. So why would anyone not want to dream when it's also beneficial to you? Dreaming this intensely means really deep, good sleep. This means happier wake-ups, more relaxing mornings. Lucid dreaming also reduces stress levels. And when you reduce your stress, you bring up a whole new array of health benefits. Longer lifespan, good appetite, lower anger levels, much more. All these great things and dreaming of imaginary places sounds pretty good to me. Now this is on a personal level, but have any of you ever had a dream where you can't run, or you can't hit somebody while you're in a fight? You're standing over an edge, and you don't want to jump over the edge, but for some reason you still fall over the damn edge? Well, this is because your body reactions are another huge mystery during a dream. When you first fall asleep, your brain activity and heart rate slow way down, and your body relaxes. This means you're drifting off into a nice peaceful doze. After about an hour, things start to pick up. This is right when you're falling asleep. It's slow, it's peaceful, no brain activity. As soon as you start falling asleep and that REM, rapid eye movement sleep, picks up, the brain activity flashes and gets really intense really fast. The brain activity starts racing. When this short burst of brain activity picks up is when you twitch when you sleep and wake yourself up. And you have no idea what just happened. You accidentally skip a step in your dream. Your whole body freaks out and you realize you're still just laying in your bed. You can try and remember everything, but it's extremely difficult. Gaps in memory are caused by short-term memory loss because most of the time you fall directly back asleep again when you wake up. So when you wake up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, you fall back asleep again, you wake up in the morning, you have no idea that you even woke up. A lot of people remember kind of opening their eyes again, but you probably just thought you slept through the night and you may have woken up 3 or 4 times. That's why I would never ever record myself or anybody during their sleep, because it would be really weird. Bodily functions are a big part of dreaming. Like when you see somebody again that you're attracted to and you tense up, just like you would in a dream. Like I said before, if you can't fight or run, it's because the inability of the brain to process physical movements while you're in that dream. As I said earlier, lucid dreaming unlocks everything. If you're inside that dream, you can move, you can fight, you can stop yourself from going over the edge, and you can take off into flight if you want to. In a short conclusion, dreaming still has many questions. All of them are still worth answering. You can unlock parts of your memory you didn't even know existed. You didn't even know you knew that place before, but you had to have seen it in order to dream it. You can unlock, My favorite part is that you can be anyone or anywhere at any point in time. The dream that I had my freshman year, which I hope comes back one day, was me living in a gigantic $1 million mansion, sitting by a pool, overlooking a gorgeous backyard. I turned around and had no idea where I was, but I looked at my hands and I could feel myself breathing, and everything that I was seeing and feeling was 100% real. I got up, I started walking around, I went through my backyard in this huge house, and I was there, physically there. When I looked up into the horizon, which really freaked me out, was that instead of seeing a sky, I saw Earth, which meant I was not even on the planet. I was somewhere on the moon or something, and it freaked me out. And that morning when I woke up, I was so freaked out to be in my actual room because what I thought had just happened was literally real. And when something that powerful, that real comes into play, it's a pretty intense experience that I would hope everybody would be capable of.